Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July. Hopefully everybody came away with all 10 fingers. Nobody blew anything off. So before I hop into today's episode, you can see what I'm going to be discussing. A couple quick things. Number one, please, if you have not, I'm going to get on my soapbox, my petition soapbox. Please, if you have not signed it, please do sign the petition and share the heck out of it again. Reason being is that my big update for today is, as of right now, I do have 2 meetings set with Colorado representatives, 2 different representatives. A third one is in the works. We're just working through some scheduling, seeing what works for them, what works for me. But a third one is in the works for this month. I would love to be able to bring the petition to them with as many signatures as possible. If you have fear of retaliation from CDOC, which is real, unfortunately, you can sign the petition anonymously. You do not have to have your name listed. It marks, there's a box that you can check on there when you sign it. It says, do you want your name to appear or do you want to appear anonymously? Something to that effect. Just click that box and all it'll say on the petition, when it shows all the signatures, it'll just say anonymous signer. So just so you know, please, everybody, please, please, please sign it. Lastly, before I hop in, I have had so many people reaching out to me saying that they want to assist, they want to help. What can they do to help? The biggest thing that you guys can do to help is get the awareness out. I have done all the research on all of this information. All the links are below. You can click on the links and read it. Get the awareness out. Share those links. Put them all in an email and send them to people. Get the awareness of what's going on out there. We can't change what's happening and what's going on to our loved ones and how our loved ones are being mistreated if people don't know about it. The biggest thing is awareness. That is why I keep harping on it. Awareness and accountability. There can't be accountability if you're not aware about what's going on. So please share the petition, share the videos, share the Facebook page, just share everything, get everything out there, let everybody know what's going on. Because again, we can't stop and we can't change what's happening if people are not aware. That's why I'm doing the meetings with the lawmakers, as well as to hopefully get some positive action out of the state to stop all of this crap that's going on with CDOC. Okay, moving on. So there's a couple of points that I wanted to bring up to today. Obviously, like I was saying in the title, and you can see there, the programs issue, the overcrowding issue, and then the what is the solution, and I use that term very loosely, that DOC is going to come up with regarding the overcrowding. What are they saying? Hey, this is what we're going to do to fix the problem. So I want to go through all of those, and I am going to keep this as short as possible. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it as short as I can, but I want to go through all those because they all tie together, and all of it is surrounded, again, as always, by CDOC's budget, but it is what it is. So programs. What is the programs, program that CDOC offers? What they claim that they offer is going to be classes such as GED classes and preparedness, basically preparing people for reintegration into the outside world. You know, they've been inside for 15, 20 years. Obviously, we all know technology has extremely advanced over just the last even 5 years, 5 to 10 years. It's been crazy. So there are obviously computer skills that should be offered, any kind of typing class, things like that, math skills, any kind of like word processing, things like that, making sure that, you know, you can type up your resume when you come out to have a job, trade skills, trade classes, things like that. All of these types of things that have some sort of preparedness, that can offer them some sort of preparedness. What is it that CDOC has a budget for, and what are they actually offering? Their budget for programs is $51.5 million, with an M, $million. This includes $22 million for education programs, such as, you know, the programs that they do. Obviously, there are art programs. There are DUPI is huge, and they do wonderful things inside. So just so everybody knows, I am not ripping on any programs that outside that come in. I think they are fantastic, and it needs to continue. There's a lot. Everybody knows there's a lot of CrossFit things that go on in there. That's a program. Like I said, DUPI, the arts and entertainment, what is it called when you act? I'm just pulling a brain fart, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That type of thing, performing arts, there we go. That DUPI does a lot of that kind of stuff. And then there are also the education programs. Of that 51 million, 22 is set aside for education programs, GED classes, computer classes, finance classes, any kind of CDL type training, trade school, you know, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, that type of stuff, getting everybody prepared. That is what the budget is. If you go in there to any facility and look on CDOC's website, they say that they actually offer all of these different classes, right? What they say that they offer and what is actually being implemented inside completely separate. They are advertising that they are offering all of these programs and things like that. GED classes, yes. Drug rehab classes, yes, which are desperately needed as well inside especially. What about the other classes? What about computer skills? What about any kind of trades classes? What about any finance classes, computer, anything like that? They are non-existent in there. CDOC says they're offering them. They have the budget for them. They are not actually being applied in there. It's not happening. They are not properly preparing people and training people for reintegration when they come back out to be able to get the simplest thing. How do you type up a resume so you can get a job and survive out here? They're not even doing that. So that's a huge issue. Next issue, again, they have the little $1.5 billion shortfall, and then they're already prepared for an additional $26 million increase on the next budget that they're going to send forward. But I digress out of that. So in January, transitioning onto, I'm going to flip topics now, transitioning onto the overcrowding issue. In January, I went through it in the other video. They went ahead and they came with a supplemental budget to the state asking for $2.4 million additional for 941 beds because of overcrowding. Why do we have overcrowding? What's going on? Well, as of about 2 to 3 years ago, I believe, there was a legislation that was put forward and the Polis administration has not been following it. Why are county jails getting so overcrowded? Why? Because people that are out on parole are getting technical parole violations, and the legislation that was passed says that they should not be getting these technical parole violations. They are not listening. The state, and when I say the state, I'm referring to the Polis administration and CDOC, are not listening to the legislation that the state actually passed to say, stop doing this. They're still doing this. So when you have a late meeting to your PO, when there's a literal technical parole violation, you're going immediately back to county jail. Why do they do that? Well, they do that because CDOC gets a dollar amount per inmate that's in the county jails and the state. They want to keep people in there because then they get more money from the state. Allegedly. That's my disclaimer right there. Now, why does the overcrowding issue matter? For obvious reasons, because people that should be out on parole, living their life, reintegrating and getting back into society are not able to do that. CDOC is causing them to go back to prison. After they're released, CDOC is causing them to go back. Not cool with me, but that's okay. By May of 2025, May of last year, over a year ago, there was so much overpopulation in the county jails that the state had to pay an extra $1.8 million to the county jails because of the overcrowding to care for the inmates that were overcrowding that should not have been in there. Now, mind you, at that point, there was over 405 men and 147 women that were kept in county jails for the overcrowding that should not have been in there. They should have been released. So what is CDOC's plan? What are they going to do to accommodate and to solve this problem of the overcrowding? Well, like I said, they went to the state and they asked them for $2.4 million for an additional 941 more beds to accommodate all of this overcrowding that was going on. Where are they going to have these prisons? Okay, where are they going to open up all these beds? What they are suggesting to the state is they want to open up the prisons in, I always screw up the name of this, so forgive me. I know I'm from Colorado. Huerfano. I always mess up that name. Walsenburg and Kit Carson and Burlington. Those areas down there are where they are wanting to go ahead and open up the facilities that were previously closed. Why were those facilities previously closed, you asked? Oh, I have an answer. Due to groundwater contamination in the area, as well as nitrate contamination in the area. These facilities were closed previously. The reports are below. All the articles are below. EPA issues, all that kind of stuff is all listed below. These facilities were closed because they were not healthy to house inmates, so they were closed. Now CDOC is saying, hey, we have overcrowding. We want to open up facilities that we know have these issues and these concerns, these environmental health concerns, and we want to stick our inmates in there just because we have so much overcrowding, right? Whew, I have to calm down. I'm sorry. Further, and this doesn't have to do with overcrowding, but it absolutely does have to do with ground contamination. The Florence complex and the Cañon City complex in that area has had decades long, documented issues with contamination of uranium. This has been going on for decades, and they haven't done a thing about it. Furthermore, there are, and I don't have the dollar amount, but the reports are listed below, multiple prisons across the state dozens of prisons across the state that have come to, CDOC has said, we have all of these maintenance issues across the state at all of these different facilities. We need extra money to basically maintain these facilities. What type of issues? Oh, they have things like failing security systems, aging electrical and plumbing issues, building deterioration, deferred maintenance requiring millions of dollars in repair. Anybody that has been following anything that I've been complaining about knows the last couple weekends at Sterling, oh my gosh, the visiting room has been insanely hot. The air conditioner has been broken for months this has been going on. And yes, I complained to constituent services because everybody on Friday, everybody was leaving early. Saturday, 4th of July, we ended up leaving early. I'm seeing people in wheelchairs, people that are disabled that have to leave early. You have to either cut your visit with your loved one short or sit there and risk being heat stroke and overheating and having an accelerated health issue. They have all of these issues, an air conditioning issue. This is a vital system for that facility. They have all of these issues that are going on with the facilities, yet they are asking for more money to open other facilities that have other issues. Number one, do what you're told to do and stop with the parole violations, the technical parole violations. People that are allowed to be out, let them out. Leave them alone. Properly prepare them first. Let them out, let them live their life and properly integrate back into society. Properly. Secondly, again, offer the programs, stop the overcrowding, let them out. And then thirdly, the money that you have, use it for the facilities, because then if you do what you're supposed to do, the overcrowding won't be there. You'll have the budget, which you already do have, to properly maintain these facilities. Then you don't have to go and ask for an additional 2.4 or potentially an extra 26 million next year. Okay, obviously these issues really get me fired up, so I'm sorry, but again, it's unbelievable. Get our inmates and our loved ones, get them prepared so they can come out here and be properly functioning members of society. They have the support, let them do it. Properly prepare them, let them come home to us. Further, stop with the parole violations, the technical parole violations. That will drastically decrease the overcrowding. And then use the budget that you have to maintain the facilities that you have. All of this is completely doable without CDOC asking for more money that's going to bounce back on us as the taxpayers while keeping us separated from our loved ones when they shouldn't be. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. This one definitely ran a little bit long and I apologize, but these were big issues. To me, these are very big issues, the overcrowding, the programs, and the conditions of what our inmates are being kept, or our loved ones, excuse me, the inmates and our loved ones are being kept in. So anyway, I'm done. Please go ahead and sign that petition again. I got the meeting set up. I need as many signatures as possible. We got it over 250, I think we're at right now. So please continue to share. The more, the better. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support. Please, again, share everything that you possibly can. Awareness. That's what's going to change it, is the awareness to get the accountability. So hope everybody has a happy post 4th of July week, and we'll catch you on the flip side.